TV's Matt Alto. And just to give you a little bit of a story about myself, the reason that happened was because I was pushed off a train in London, and I made True TV's top 20 worst days videos. I was number 9 for getting pushed off this train, and I was not the one who took the video or even showed it. But it was on TV, and so people recognize me. Oh, you were on TV, so that's why sometimes I do go by that name. And actually, an update on that. Just today, I got a message from Steve. That he could you explain what the message was?
So on our Facebook page at Fantastic Improv on Facebook, we got a message today from just some random person. This happened, what, 10 years ago?
10, 12 years ago.
12 years ago. So we got a Facebook message today. Like, hey, my brother is the guy who pushed Matt Alto off the train. And I'm an EMT, and I feel really horrible, and like I reported him to the transit authority. So Matt, you might get some closure.
Yeah, I might have a little closure. And I'm turning brothers against brothers. So that's enough about me. We need to get ready for some improv. With a show of hands, how many have not seen improv? Okay, so we just got a couple, okay? So what's going to happen is that we have certain games that we're going to play, but we don't know what's going to happen. So we need your suggestions to help that occur. So I'm going to ask for suggestions. So when I ask for suggestions, or Blake later on asks for suggestions, yell them out. The louder you are, the more likely we'll choose it, or if you're the last one and you spoke very clearly. So let's try this. What is your favorite band?
Queen.
Nine Inch Nails.
Queen, Green Day, Nine Inch Nails. Okay, I heard a couple of that. Okay, but that was only like 3 or 4 people. We have more than that in this crowd, okay? So let's try this again. What is your favorite magazine?
Matt.
Matt. Oh.
Okay. Well, we would definitely go with Matt in that situation, okay?
Yeah.
And finally, what's your favorite state fair food?
Corn dogs.
Corn dog.
Nothing.
Okay, corn dog seems to be the consensus. So, you get it. You get it. But we need to get our improvers out here. So, let's give it up for Steve. Zach. Our lady in waiting, Miss Victoria. And Blake. Then over on keys and helping us with music, Rebecca. And also our helpful stage manager, Suzanne. So let's go right into some comedy. We are going to do a game called Meanwhile Act. So you'll see a series of short scenes set in a fictional town. So what is the name of a town that doesn't exist? Springfield, okay. There are many Springfields, but this is going to be meanwhile at a Springfield that doesn't exist, okay? Take it away when you're ready.
The crop of springs are coming up nicely, eh?
They sure are. Lots of water.
Boing, 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 boing.
Oy, I hope the wells don't run dry.
Last summer it was terrible.
Horrible. The spring crop barely got us.
We lost all the women.
Boing, 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 boing.
Meanwhile, at the local mattress factory. I'm so worried about the harvest this
What's wrong?
year. I just told you I'm worried about the harvest.
Well, we need springs. We need springs to put in these mattresses.
Yeah, we do.
Well, get on the horn to Mr. Spring.
Yeah, Mr. Spring.
Yeah. Tell him you saw me. Tell him you saw me.
Yeah, no, I'm with Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't very springy. Is this amnesia phone?
We're getting new order springs.
We had to do that so that you forget how uncomfortable the mattress is.
There'll be more springs later.
Yeah.
When?
We're working on it.
We're working.
Oh, well, I want somewhere else.
No, Mr. Spring's gonna be here.
No.
Cut to Mr. Spring's house. Take him, Emo. Yes. Yes, sir, Mr. Spring. Good, sir. Yes?
You write slow.
I wrote it already. I'm waiting for you.
Well, now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, it was really important.
Mattress sales are down.
They're down.
Shock spring sales down.
Down.
We need to go up.
We need to go up.
One day, son, you're gonna take over the business.
Really?
And all the spring fields will be yours.
Everything the spring touches?
Meanwhile, at the car dealership. Now this one right here is an absolute beauty. Top of the line, luxury features. Although just like every other car, you are going to feel the hell out of every bump that you hit.
Okay, now, I'm gonna sit down in it. But does it have cruise control?
Yes, it does. And as I was alluding to, it does not have shock absorbers.
All right.
Not our fault.
All right, so, what if we just, can I just take it for a spin?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You know, I've always wanted the Springfield 6000. Let's see. All right, I'm putting the cruise control on, okay?
In the parking lot.
In the parking lot, I just want to test things and see how they're going.
Okay.
All right, cruise control on.
Warning you, the speed bumps are not going to be fun.
Well, that's what I want to test. You said the shock absorbers are a little off, so, okay.
Yeah, they're off.
All right,
like
so
they're literally
here's this
off the
one.
car.
Here's this one. Ah! Oh!
It does have lumbar support, though.
Eugene!
Meanwhile, at Springfield Hospital, nurse,
Yes.
prepare the clamps.
Yes, doctor.
We need to bring this up.
All right.
Blong, blong, blong.
Doctor,
Yeah.
I think he's gone.
No! Clear, blong. Clear, blong. Clear, blong. Whoa!
Beep, beep, beep. You did it, doctor. You saved him.
He went up.
Okay, we are going to do a two-person scene game, but using all 4 players. So I'm going to need 2 of you to lead. So this is called Crazy Mixed Up Country.
Sorry.
Okay? And so I just got back from an international vacation over in Japan, so I'm going to play Crazy Mixed Up Country Hijinks. So what's going to happen? These 2 are going to do a regular scene in English. Then we're going to bring those 2 players back, and they're going to do that same scene in gibberish. And they need to interpret it, and you'll see exactly how great our improvers are, because they will do it word for word the same as the first time. Okay? That's Matt Elto guarantee right there.
They
So-
shuffle like they give you a little face.
Yes. So, we need the suggestion for a scene. So, you know those Red Bull gives you wings commercials? So, you wake up, you're a little groggy, and you need a pound of Red Bull, and then what is that activity that you're doing after that?
Ski ball.
Ski ball. Okay. Okay. So your suggestion is ski ball.
I knew you had a great idea for a date.
I did.
Ah! Oh my god. You can juggle?
I just learned this myself.
Oh my god, you're way hotter than I thought you were.
Sorry.
What?
And you know what? I've got lots of quarters.
Oh, I'm getting a little hot in here. Oh, I didn't think Chuck E. Cheese was just for kids.
The next 3 games are on me.
All right. Let me see. All right.
Pick a machine.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Good choice.
Wait till you see what I can do with a ball.
Ladies first.
All right. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. All right. That was just, I meant to do that.
Oh.
All right. Let me see you.
come on back. 1, 2, 3. Come on back. Okay, pull up a front row chair. You are going to see that exact same scene in mime and gibberish for these two improvs. And go.
Oh, so this is
Okay? And now you will see the magic that they were able to interpret all of that. And action.
Oh boy, a French juggling clown.
Look at me exercise my little arms. It's very hard. I could do that exercise, or that one, but I choose this one.
That's amazing. Do you think I could do the things you do?
If you work very hard, and you have tiny little French arms. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but they're French and their arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start by popping this wacky inflatable arm flailing tube guy.
I'm going to exercise and grab these things over here and give them to you.
Oh, thank you.
So you can practice being more like me.
I heard that it's legal to bowl in the streets in Paris, so. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me try. Oh no, I hit a baguette.
See, exactly! That is how good their interpretation is. Give it up for them. Okay?
So, if anyone's ever told me I have short arms.
Now, I'm sure you know that doing improv really pays the bills, but it's actually only pays a couple of bills. So we do need to take a short break for our sponsors. And as you know from commercials, if there's a tune attached to it, it's more likely that it's going to stick in your head. So we are going to do some musical taglines for you. So we're going to be advertising the suggestions you give us. So from over here on this side of the room, what is a toiletry item that doesn't often get advertised?
Toilet brush.
Toilet brush. Okay, let's hear an ad for a toilet brush. Holy shit. Toilet brush.
'Cause you can't always pee the stains off.
Toilet brush.
Your toilet needs her hair brushed too.
Toilet brush.
It's number 1 for your number 2.
Toilet brush. Okay, from one of these tables here, what is something that you would find at a flea market?
Accordion.
An accordion. Our sponsor is the accordion.
Annoy your friends in 3 different keys.
Oh, this table, you're at Target in that discount aisle where it's just a couple dollars. What's something that would be in there?
Dog glasses.
Dog glasses. Dog glasses.
Cause your dog should go incognito.
Dog glasses.
I need a new prescription.
Dog glasses. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get better than that for dog glasses. From back there, something you would return to Target.
Did you say toilet brush? You never return a toilet brush.
Could be anything.
Sheet sets.
What was that?
Sheet sets.
Sheet sets. Okay, sheet sets.
These sheets are not a fit for me.
Sheet sets.
Your thread really, really counts.
Sheet sets. Holy sheet. Sheet sets. What you get when sheet plays volleyball? Sheet sets. Okay, and then one more thing that is not advertised that you'd like to hear about from anybody.
Unicycle.
Unicycle.
Where the hell is my other cycle?
Unicycle.
Just like a bike with a seat that's twice as painful.
Unicycle.
Go ahead and exercise, you're not too tired.
Unicycle.
Have you ever seen a French clown with really short arms trying to get on a unicycle?
Unicycle. Thank you to all my sponsors and to our improvisers. Okay, we are getting into, you can actually take a seat. I'm going to do something a little bit different now. I'm going to do the game portion of it. So this is the game show portion. This is a new game that they've never played before because they're not playing the game. You will be playing the game. So this game is called Find the Fake Band. So there is a club right down the block, 331 Club, and they have music there 7 nights a week. So I have a list of bands here, and at the table you will need to guess which, you can figure out which is the fake band. Okay? So I'll start off over here. And since there are 4 of you, each of you can have a guess. I will do one with four bands. So here are 4 bands, and you need to decide which one is the made-up band. Okay? So there's Oceanographer, Ghosting Merit, Hot Stuff, and Cause and Control. Okay? Since there's 4 of you, I figured you could each have a guess. So, what do you think is the fake band?
Oceanographer.
You think Oceanographer? Cause and Control? You think that's the fake one? Okay, so you're going with Ghost and Merit then?
Sure.
Okay. The fake band was Hot Stuff. Okay. You get a Japanese sweet and sour plum. Okay. Let's go with
So the rest are real
What?
bands? The rest are
The
real
rest are real bands.
Poor Merit.
Okay, so let's do these 3 right here. Okay, we've got Charlie Doesn't Surf, playing on the 21st at the 331. Joshua David and the Midwestern Bells, or Leaky Pete and the Signal Compulsion. Which is the fake band? You think Leaky Pete? Okay, so do you have a guess?
Band number 2.
Band number 2, Joshua David and the Midwestern Bells. So by default, you're going with Charlie Doesn't Serve. The fake band is Leaky Pete. Okay. Okay, we've got one with 3. Okay. So let's go to this table right here. So, I guess possibly nobody gets it because there's 3 bands, 2 guessers. So, which is the fake band? Interdimensional Snatchery, Littleton, or Atomic Lights? Which is the fake band? You say Littleton, and you say Atomic Lights or Interdimensional Snatchery?
You took mine, but I guess I'll go with Snatchery.
And you are correct. Interdimensional Snatchery was the fake band. Okay, let's go. Let's divide this. Okay, we've got 3. So let's do you 3 right here. Okay. Which is the fake band? Kerflunked, Mars Garb, or Desert X? Kerflunked, Mars Garb, Desert X. The fake band is Kerflunked. Well done. Okay.
And is it always the first one you read?
No. Not all the time. Okay, so you 2. So maybe with you, just you 2, one of you might not get it. The Owl Eyes, the Gazelles, or Murder Curious? 2 of those are real, 1 of those is fake.
All eyes.
You said
Murder Curious.
Murder Curious, and neither of you are right. Oh, the Gazelles was made up. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll give you another chance. Okay.
No candies.
Here, we've got.
You don't get
It looks
sugar anymore.
like we've only got 2 left. Okay. So we'll do 3 of you, and then we'll give them another chance. Okay. So 3 bands: Porcupines, Felony Fiends, and Loki's Folly. You say Felony Fiends? Okay.
Loki's father.
Loki's Folly you think is fake? And so then that would be Porcupine. The fake band is Felony Fiends. Okay? And for the last one, we'll do you, and you 2 over there will give you 1 more shot. Okay, so 1 person will get it at least. Okay, we've got Enema Army, Toilet Rats, and a Hen. 2 of these bands are real, just to remind you. Okay? So, Enema Army, Toilet Rats, and a Hen. You're going Toilet Rats is fake? Okay.
Animal Army.
Enema Army, and a Hen. The fake band was Enema Army. All right. So, thank you so much for being
If Enema Army was not a fake band, I was going to lose all faith in the local music scene.
Okay, we are going to play a game called 3 Things. So I need Steve to lead.
Oh, that's me.
Yes. And these 3 are going to be doing an action, and we are going to change it a little bit. And Steve is going to need to guess what he is doing by just using mime and gibberish. Okay? So I need a chore, an active chore that you would do. What was that?
Clean the blinds.
Cleaning the blinds, okay? And can you take some notes? Yeah. So instead of, and now we're gonna switch it up to make it even more difficult for Steve. So instead of blinds, she is cleaning a type of food. What's the type of food? Squash. Okay. Okay, so the blinds are actually squash. Okay, and and then usually use like a duster for that. Okay, so instead of the duster, what is sports equipment that you might be using instead?
9-iron.
A 9-iron, okay, specifically 9-iron. Okay? None of these far drives and not a putter.
Okay.
Yeah, not a sandwich. Not a
Yes.
sandwich. There is a difference.
Okay, alright, a 9-iron.
Okay.
So is that like a far one or?
No, that's close.
That's, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
you-
alright.
Okay, so we have a chore. What's a sport, a hobby?
Jet ski.
Jet skiing.
Jet skiing.
Hey, I like that. Okay. So he's going to be getting Steve to go jet skiing. But instead of the jet ski, he is actually riding a bear. Okay.
A bear.
Okay. And then instead of jet skiing on water, he is jet skiing on
Acid.
okay, sea of acid. Okay. All right. Okay. And so we need one more physical activity. I'll leave this open if anybody has a specific thing they want to see done on stage.
Shadow puppets.
Shadow puppets, okay? So he is creating shadow puppets. But then instead of using his hands, what is he using instead?
His hair.
His hair? Okay. Using his hair. Okay. And then rather than doing the shadow, let's do instead of the light that is projecting the shadow, what is it instead of a light that is projecting the shadow?
Fireworks.
Fireworks. Okay. So, all right. Now we're gonna review this quick because the next 5 minutes are gonna be all in mime and gibberish, so you know what's going on. They're gonna review what they're doing and what they're changing and what they're trying to get Steve to do.
Okay, to get Steve to do shadow puppets, but instead of using his hands, he's going to use his hair. And instead of using lights to create the shadows, he's going to use fireworks.
Steve's gonna be riding a jet ski, but instead of jet ski, it's a bear. And instead of the water, instead of the sea, it's a sea of acid.
Okay.
Steve needs to clean his curtains. Curtains? Blinds. Steve needs to clean his blinds. Except there is a squash.
The blinds.
The blinds are the squash. And then instead of a duster, it's a 9-iron. Is that Bubba?
Okay, okay. Let's see how close it is.
I am dusting my blinds.
Okay.
But the blinds are not blinds, they are tomatoes. Pretty sure you told me tomatoes.
Zuba? Zuba? Zoop. Zap.
Oh! Ziba! You're squash. And I'm not using a feather duster. I'm using a putter.
Oh, no, let us clarify.
Eight iron? A 9 iron. You don't cut the 9 iron story.
Okay. She's never gone before, okay.
We don't know.
Okay, good job, Victoria. Let's hear her next one.
Hold your mouth.
So that you can go to the bathroom, grab another drink. People here at Broken Clock are allowing us to be here, so please go have some more, grab some food if you'd like. We're going to be doing another one of the toughest games that a lot of the troops in the Twin Cities don't do because it is incredibly hard. You might see it on Whose Line Is It Anyway, but oftentimes that's after many takes. They've done this many times, and then they just take the best take. So sometimes it's absolutely fabulous. Sometimes it is a train wreck. Right now it's a coin flip as to what it's going to be. But we need a suggestion. So now that Coachella is going on and other festivals are going on, now that it's summer and warm, what is a specific event other than the state fair that you are looking forward to?
Lawn darts.
Lawn darts, okay. All right, so playing some lawn darts. So this is going to be a hoedown about lawn darts. So as I was saying, this is one of the most difficult games there is because they're coming up with this on the spot. So right after this, we will have an intermission. We will come back. Blake will be our next host, and we want to thank you for coming out on a Monday night. Are you all ready? Think you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is a hoedown about lawn darts.
Let me tell you something that might not be very smart. It was about the time that I played with a long dart. I'm not gonna laugh, I'm not gonna mock her, but at the end I had to go to the doctor.
My brother and I played lawn darts when we were kids, and to this day, I wish we never did. We throw up the lawn darts, not knowing where they'd land. After 6 concussions, they finally got banned.
In the summertime.
I don't see how you could get. Oh my God!
We are undervalued, underfined, uncivil, and unkind. Time to unload for unavoidable, unwind, unabated, underbated, untamed, and unashamed. Unseated underdogs, unwise and unafraid. Unwaxed, underripe, no matter the season. Unprecedented, unpretentious, and uneven. The Fantastic Voyage Show.
And we're back. Enjoy the first half of the show. Let's jump right into the second half. Bring the players back out. Now, in the first half, where Matt was doing that game with all of you about trying to identify the fake band, he was giving out some Japanese treats as prizes. You might be wondering why he has those. Well, Matt just got back from a trip to Japan. And this is the first time any of us have seen him since he got back, and we didn't really have time to talk about his trip before the show. So we all want to know what he did in Japan. So that's what we're going to do for our next game. Matt is going to lead a slideshow, and I'll give you that. Every time he flips the lights on.
slideshow with
And every time he flips off the lights to switch slides, the players will take different positions. He'll turn the lights back on, and he'll have to explain how this is a picture of something he saw or did in Japan. So you all can just kind of sit there and enjoy your drinks while Matt tells us about his trip to Japan.
Okay, so I spent 9 days there total, 8 with the flight itself. But let's just get right into the slideshow, and I can tell you about some of the great, amazing things that I saw. Okay, now this was in the airport on the way. I was checking my flight, had to make sure that I was at the correct flight. And also I was trying to avoid the person who was wearing a mask, and like I didn't want to cough on them or get them worked up. But at first I thought it was they were wearing a mask, just to be safe about sickness. But I think it was because their partner actually had a flatulation problem. And then, of course, the random guy who was just hanging out at the airport himself. I think he wasn't even taking a flight for the next 7 hours, so he sprawled out, took pretty much every seat, and was an asshole to everybody who had the next flight. So let's go see what the next picture was on my journey. Okay, so here, this was when I got there. Now, actually, what was happening here in the train station, so they've got a whole service there, specific cars, some women-only cars, but then some people furniture cars. So there's some kind of Japanese people who will be your furniture for the route. So as you can see, I was pretty content myself. And they also have a service, a hair service. This was in the next car over, where they do hair right there on the trains. They are efficient not only with their trains, but also their hygiene along the way. Okay, let's see the next photo. Okay, so as you can see, I was confused with the shrines. I didn't know what to do. Okay, so these, this was actually a statue. So they've got little statues there all around. You can place a coin on them. But then some people, I didn't know if they were meditating or sleeping. I tried to do the bow and clap, but I was just confused the whole time. I had no idea what these Buddhist traditions were, but I enjoyed seeing what they were. Okay, so this was on the island of Miyajima. It was about a 90-minute train ride and then a ferry boat to get to this small island. So this was me just being amazed at the gates. They've got a gate to a great shrine there. That I was almost going to go over the boat and into the water. So thankfully somebody pulled me off. But then when we got to the beach, one of the crazy things is these deer. They're wild deer everywhere. And they just lounge around like nothing. They can walk up to them. Like, I literally walked up to a couple of them, fed them like cherry blossoms and stuff, and they just sort of hang out like nothing. Now, the female deer are nice, okay? They'll munch on a little flower that you give them, or they'll just sit there and let you pet them. But the bucks, those guys are assholes, okay? I'm warning you, some of them have their horns cut off a little bit, but there's warnings about not feeding the wild deer because they will get aggressive. And this buck, actually, as soon I walked around the whole day, I even bought a kimono and a paper bag. They said, be aware of your belongings, they will even eat paper bags. I just bought a fancy baguette sandwich thing, and as soon as I had food in my thing, this deer came up to me and started snatching, like, he could smell the food, so he snatched at my bag. Thankfully, he didn't rip the kimono, but he did rip the paper bag. Fuck you, asshole buck. Okay, and this was me, like, there it's very quiet and respectful, and even in loud situations or in loud public places, people speak very quietly, and it made me feel very repressed. So I'm like, I need to do something to get this energy out. So I would put in earbuds and I'd dance along to the music, and so this was me actually dancing to Thriller. Because I'm like, I gotta get this out. I'm not gonna be loud, but I'm gonna dance around. And as you can see, people started watching me. They were taking photos. This lady didn't know what to do with me, and he's just like, I'm just gonna bow and be respectful to him. And even if you're crazy like that, they'll still just bow and be respectful. They'll probably call you a crazy American behind your back, but hey, I needed to get out those dance moves. Okay, and Uno Mas, okay. So this was the late night, walking through the streets of Tokyo, okay. And this was, I was looking for some food. There were some ladies of the night who were offering massages with happy endings, and that's true. And I couldn't speak, all I knew was, konnichiwa and arigato, but they had translators, so you would go up to them and they would speak into it, it would translate. I didn't have an app on my phone, but they would translate for me and be like, oh, very pretty girl, massage, 3,000 yen. And I'm like, no, that's all right. I'm going to just focus on the food. So this was my cook. He was cooking me some pork. And it actually was quite undercooked. It was the rarest stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if I should eat it. I did eat it, and that one I don't think gave me the flu or the stomach virus, but eating some oysters at another point did actually give me the norovirus, and I had diarrhea for the next 3 days. Yes. Okay, and final picture. And this was finally at the airport. Once you got to a more international crowd, the Japanese people are very subdued, but then you've got the Americans or other British people who are loud, and they're like, okay, I'm on vacation, and they get wild. And this was me fretting about getting to my train, getting to the flight on time. Most of the time I was not worried, but I was nervous that day. I was carrying a heavy bag, and I reeked. And because also I took a shower the night beforehand, this is completely true, and because I was in a rush, I forgot to put on deodorant. So getting onto the flight, people were covering their noses like, oh my gosh, and this was the lady who was looking at me saying, don't you know how bad you smell? And it was actually completely true. And I apologized because it was then a 10-hour flight stuck in the same plane with them. But I got through it and I made it back to Minnesota. That is my trip to Japan. Thank you very much.
first-person scene, and I have the bell of power. So I can control this scene with the bell in a way that I will explain momentarily. But first, I need a word of suggestion for these guys. What is a place where there's a lot of physical activity? All right, your suggestion is bedroom. Now this game is called forward reverse, and so what I can do with the bell of power is control the action. Anytime I feel like it, I can go reverse, and they have to start going backwards through everything they just did until I go forward and let them go forward again. So, your suggestion is bedroom. This is forward reverse.
Daryl, you've never put together an IKEA thing correctly.
You're right, because the instructions are gibberish.
Yeah, they're visual. Okay,
You know what?
Reverse.
Yeah, they're visual.
Because the instructions are gibberish.
Forward.
Because the instructions are gibberish.
Reverse.
Because the instructions are gibberish.
Forward.
Because the instructions are gibberish.
They're visual.
You know what? Help me move the bed.
Oh, wait, slow. The hernia's still kicking in.
Reverse.
Oh, the hernia's still kicking in. Slow.
Forward.
Oh, God, slow. The hernia's still kicking in.
Reverse.
Slow. The hernia's just beginning.
Forward.
Slow. Nice hernia!
I think I like it back better where it was.
Okay, just pay the neighbor kid $20 to do this stuff.
No. I can't talk to Johnny anymore.
Reverse.
I can't talk to Johnny anymore.
Just pay one of the neighbor kids $20.
Forward.
Just pay one of the neighbor kids $20.
You know I can't talk to Johnny anymore?
I didn't know that. Why can't you talk to Johnny?
Because I told him there was no Santa.
Reverse.
Because I told him there was no Santa.
I didn't know that. Why can't you talk to Johnny?
You know I can't talk to Johnny anymore.
Forward.
You know I can't talk to Johnny anymore.
Reverse.
You know I cannot talk to Johnny anymore.
Forward.
You know I can't talk to Johnny anymore. You know I cannot talk to Johnny anymore.
Forward.
We've discussed this. I'm not allowed to talk to Johnny any longer.
Why can't you talk to Johnny anymore? I didn't know that.
Because I told him there was no Santa.
And now that means I can't talk to him. His mom throws the best birthday parties.
Reverse. Forward. Reverse.
You know what? I'm done with making it your messes something that I need to pick up.
This is why we work. Because I fuck it up and you fix it. Because I fuck it up and you fix it.
Forward.
Because I fuck it up and you fix it.
Reverse.
Because I fuck it up and you fix it.
Forward.
Because I fuck it up and you.
Reverse.
Because I fuck it up and you fix it.
Forward.
Because I fuck it up and you fix it.
Okay. You've admitted it. Oh. Fine. But you're gonna need to figure out a way to get Johnny's mom's cupcakes.
Nope, that's on you.
What?
You fix it!
Reverse.
You fix it!
Forward.
You fix it!
Reverse.
You fix it!
Forward.
You fix it!
Okay, I fixed it. I can rent a Santa suit. I will be Santa. Let's bring the magic back to Johnny. It doesn't.
Reverse.
Let's bring the magic back to Johnny. Let's bring the magic back to Johnny.
Reverse.
Let's bring the magic back to Johnny.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Let's bring the magic back to Johnny.
That's brilliant!
Full round of applause. come out for this next game. I don't need the bell anymore, I'll put it there. They're going to do a two-person scene, but this time we're going to incorporate the incomparable Becca on the keys.
Yes.
Now, if you haven't seen us before, you may not know this, but Becca knows every song that has ever existed. I'm not going to ask her to play every song that ever existed. I won't make that mistake again. She was very mad at me. Anyway, but it's good that she knows all the songs because this is a musical scene. And so at any point in time, one of the players can ask the other player, why don't you sing about it? I might make them sing about it, or if Becca feels inclined, she can just start playing music and they'll have to sing. We need a word of suggestion for this scene. So when I say the word spring, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Bee.
What was that?
Bee.
Bees.
Oh, bees. Okay. Your suggestion is bees.
Oh, Fred. I love it. You did the little shimmy shake with you. I know it's the first time. Coming out of the leaves for spring.
I want some honey.
I'll give you some honey, Fred. Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
Why don't you sing about your love for honey?
I love honey. I love honey. When you go outside and fly from tree to tree, you think about pollen and you think about honey. Get the pollen, put it in the thing, and turn it into something. Honey,
Yes.
honey,
I don't think this is about that.
I think that I will make some honey. It's better than working a 9 to 5 for money. get all the things that you need for the hive. I will stay alive and I'll grab the moon for you, Beatrice. Don't think that it won't be a tryst. I'll grab the moon. It will be soon. I'll grab the moon.
Eddie, my love, I'm so glad that you know
That I know.
how much I love the moon from long ago.
Long ago.
Darling, I will be queen. I want all the sky. 'Cause I get everything, including all the big guys.
I'll grab the moon for you. I'll grab the moon for you.
Oh, no.
There it is. We got the lights. Give it up for Zach. That was a scene from a nature documentary,
Directly.
Secret Life of Bees. All right, I need all the players out here. We are going to get a little saucy in this next game. We're going to give you some of the best pickup lines that we've ever made up on the spot. It is not audience suggestions. It's a game that we call Damn! Exactly. So we'll get stuff from you. They'll give you some pickup lines. You'll see how it goes. So the first thing, what is something that you could have delivered to you by mail that would not fit in your mailbox?
A suppository.
A suppository.
Damn. Boy, are you a suppository? 'Cause I feel like you're gonna make me wait at least 15 minutes.
Damn, girl, are you a suppository? 'Cause I'm suppositive that I want to go out with you.
Damn, girl, you a suppository because you know directly where to go.
Damn, girl, are you a suppository? Because I probably should have lubed it up first.
When the audience makes that sound, it means it's time to get a music.
Patrons are fine with me.
What would be an unusual material to build a house out of? Cardboard. Cardboard.
Damn, girl, are you cardboard? Because I am obsessed with your box.
Okay.
That pickup line also works for cats.
How about the last thing you spent more than $100 on?
A dog DNA test.
A dog. Dog DNA test. Damn, girls, are you dog DNA tests? Because I'm up for 23andMe.
Damn, girl, you a dog DNA test because I likes my bitches.
Okay. What is something that you use regularly at your job?
Pipette.
What was that?
A pipette.
A pipette?
Yeah.
Pipette.
Damn, girl, are you a pipette? Because I'm going to suck up just a little fluid.
you in the not recommended way.
Damn, boy. Are you a pipette? Because I don't know what you are.
All right, now you all know how the game works. So, what's something you want to hear them make pickup lines about?
Velcro.
Velcro? Velcro.
Damn, boy, are you Velcro? Because I am going to rip you off and it's going to hurt.
Damn, girl, are you Velcro? Because I'd go to school and I'd work really hard and I'd work for NASA and invent Velcro. For you.
Zach is known for his pickup lines that are also history. That's his name. All right. We only have one game left. Yeah. But before we get to that, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It is great to have a nearly full house, such an enthusiastic audience. So thank you to all of you for being here to support us. As you may know, if you want to continue supporting us, we are at Padring's the first Monday of every month. Wednesday. Wednesday. These are the Monday ones. Wednesday. And we are here usually the third Monday of every month, but next month it's the fourth Monday. And if that's still not enough for you, we and some of us and some of our friends are in another group called Jester's Comedy Improv that does very similar shows to this. And they are at New Hope Cinema Grill the second Thursday of every month, and at Torque Brewery the second Saturday and fourth Friday. I think I got that right. And then occasional shows at Rustic Roots Winery and Railworks. So that's another great opportunity to check out improv like this. And if you don't go to more improv, do go to more live theater, because live theater is amazing and they need a live audience to support them.
Yes.
So get up. So with that,
Can we plug the newsletter?
what?
Can we plug the
Oh,
newsletter?
go for it.
Okay, Blake just gave you a ton of information, right? It's so much to remember. We actually put out a monthly newsletter that doesn't only talk about what we've got going on, we talk about other things going on in the improv community, in the arts community, in the theater, just things that strike our fancy go into the newsletter. That goes out one email a month.
2
It's
emails
not-
a year.
Zach always loves to make that joke. One email a month. I won't put you on any newsletter spam lists because I'm not smart enough to know how to do that. So sign up at unprov.com. Unprov is what we do. It's unscripted, it's unrehearsed, it's unedited, it's unrefined. It's Unprov. Unprov.com. You can find out more about who we are and what we do there too. Yeah. Our newsletter is a great place to find out more about us and what's going on.
Yep. As well as our social medias too, and if you haven't ever visited our Facebook or our Instagram, we also play games on there that you can play with us just by commenting. Okay, so now I need 3 of you to leave the room and 1 of you to stay.
I already left.
5 players, yeah.
That's true.
It's to stay.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but there has been a murder. So this is a game we call Clue. It is a mashup of the board game Clue, the game Charades, and the game Telephone. So we're going to give Steve the 3 pieces of information you always get in Clue: who did it, where they did it, and what they did it with. And then Steve is going to have to convey that information to one of the players using only pantomime and gibberish. And then that player is going to have to convey whatever they thought Steve was conveying to them to the next player in a chain down the line, like telephone. So the first thing that we need to get actually is the location. So what's a location that's not a stadium that you have to buy a ticket to? A zoo. Okay. Give me a specific place in the zoo. Yeah, like a specific exhibit at the zoo, or
The chimpanzee part.
okay, chimpanzee exhibit at the zoo. And then we need the identity of the killer. So give me what is a job that that you used to always dream about having as a kid, and maybe it was a little unusual or a little
Mortician.
Mortician. Okay. And then I suppose you probably have a weapon ready for us.
Crossed eyes.
Crossed eyes. Crossed eyes. All right, Steve, let's review.
Okay, the location of this murder is the chimpanzee exhibit at the zoo. Just any zoo? The zoo.
The zoo.
The occupation of the deceased was a mortician, and the murder weapon is crossed eyes.
All right. So we're ready to bring our first player in. So on the count of three, we'll just yell, "Come back!" 1, 2, 3. Come back! There we go. Now we're going to see how well they did at sending this information down the line. So, Victoria, where were you?
Notre Dame.
No. Matt, where were you?
I was under the bridge with a troll.
Zach, where were you?
If it's not those things, I'm gonna say the monkey cage at the zoo.
Reverse evolution. That's right, we got another chance. Victoria, what was the occupation?
A funeral crier.
Matt?
Mortician.
And finally, Victoria, what was the weapon?
An entire eye test.
Was it Matt?
It was a cross-eyed.